Hi there, let's take a quick look at what's new in Adobe Muse. I've got a website here that I've designed. It's called The Wild Isles, and it's a nice immersive website. You'll notice as I scroll through pages, I have pinned navigation, so navigation that stays fixed as the content changes. You may also notice I have some leaves flying across the screen. I have the ability to scroll back to the top of the screen. Let me show you a few of the features that I used to build out the site. So I'm going to switch back into Adobe Muse. And to begin with, I now have some metadata capabilities with the site. So for the purpose of search engine optimization, I have the ability to come in now at a master page level. I'll right mouse here and bring up page properties, and you'll notice that I have a metadata field that I can apply to the master and all pages that are using that master. I also have the ability to define a prefix and suffix to my page titles, just to make it easier for me as I name out the pages in the site. Let's take a look at another feature, and that's the Layers panel. So if you're familiar with products like Illustrator and InDesign, you'll probably understand how Layers panels tend to behave with Adobe products, and Muse emulates a lot of that functionality. The ability to drag between layers, to select groups, to be able to lock objects, to hide and show, are all part of the Layer panel feature within Muse now. Next feature, if I come back to my site plan mode, you'll notice that if I have a large site that has a hierarchical structure where there are child pages associated with parent pages, I can collapse those child pages and roll them up as a stack underneath the parent page. This makes it quicker for me to load the site plan and to also look across many, many pages in a website. Next feature would be one known as in-browser editing. So as a designer, I like to design, but I have website owners that want to keep the content in their site up to date. In-browser editing allows me to publish that site up, give access to the site owner so that they can come in and make edits and make changes to the site. In order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and click over to the Manage tab within Muse. It's going to go to the hosting platform, to Business Catalyst, where my website is hosted. If I were the website owner, I could easily come in and click on this Edit button here, and by hovering over content in the site, I can just roll over, let's say, the price of a promotion that I'm doing and raise it to $75 off. When I click Update and Publish, those changes are uploaded to the live instance of the site. If I want to, as the designer, capture those changes back into Muse, all I need to do is switch back over to Muse, pull down on the File menu to sync with Adobe Business Catalyst. Muse will look to see what changes are different, what changes have been made on the live site, and present me with the ability to either accept those changes. I could choose to not merge a change if there's something that I don't want back in my original file. Muse is going to show me where changes have been made, so there's that price change that I made for $50 off. I'll go ahead and raise that to $75 off. And the next time that I publish the site, it'll include any of those changes that were made on the live site, along with design changes that I make within the application. The last feature I'd like to talk about is something known as parallax scrolling. Parallax scrolling allows you to define background images and placed content that can scroll at a different rate and a different direction than your user would scroll within the website. So you saw how the leaves flew around on my finished design. Let me show you how I created that effect. I'm going to go ahead and pull down on File to Place, and I'm going to place the leaf on the canvas. With it selected, I can now go into the Effects panel and click on the Scroll Motion tab. This allows me to define parallax scrolling. I'll go ahead and enable it. I can define at what point, the key position, that I want the scrolling to begin. I can also define which direction I want it to take. So in this example, let's say I want the leaves to move in an upward motion and to the right at, let's say, 2 times the speed of scroll. I can lock it so that that behavior applies to both as you ease in and ease out of the view of that leaf. Let's go ahead and pull down on File to Preview now, and I'll take a quick look at how the parallax is being applied to the leaf. So notice as I scroll down on the page, the leaf will appear, and it's moving across the screen, as I mentioned, at 2 times my scroll speed in a different direction. I encourage you to come check out the latest features within Adobe Muse. I think you'll be pleased to see the work we've done. Thank you.